first is that faith-based justice work actually means something besides thinking about what we believe. We believe that justice work should be grounded in some form of contemplative practice. It helps us quiet our minds and center ourselves and be newly open to learn. Such spiritual practices remind us to turn ourselves toward the grand immensity of our universe, whether or not we ever call that God. They let us drink from the deep wells that sustain our work in the world. They balance our spirits, and they help us see clearly that our very small efforts are connected to a much larger picture that stretches both behind us and before us in time. But spiritual practices are also essential in the work of justice because they engage us in a kind of deep looking that allows us to see, among other things, our own shadows. Think for a minute about some of the words that we sang in that grand old hymn, our opening hymn this morning, God of Grace and God of Glory. So often, you know, the songs that we sing that are connected to social justice are filled with the vision of us as actors in the world. They are very inspirational. One of my favorites, the Kathleen McTigue hymn, has us singing, "We'll build a land where we'll bind up the broken. We'll build a land where the captives go free." And those songs, because they are so inspirational, will always have their place with us. But listen to what a different feeling is evoked by the lyrics we sang this morning. Cure thy children's warring madness. Bend our pride to thy control. Shame our wanton, selfish gladness. Rich in things and poor in soul. Try not to trip over the theology. And listen not to what those words say about God, but what they say about us. Cure our madness. Bend our pride, shame our selfishness,